Hello, Internet. Welcome back to our Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead Refugee Center playthrough. In the last episode, we raided a gun shop while we talked about my upbringing. And we found quite a few firearms, mostly 223 rifles. But we also got some 1911s and we got some 45 rounds. So we actually have a gun with ammunition in it for once, which is nice. We also picked up a joint somewhere. I don't know where that came from. I was thinking in this episode we would go back to the refugee center just to see what's up, see what the NPCs are up to, and talk to them about their quests. I don't think I've ever done the refugee center quests. I don't really know what they are. So I thought I would go back, check it out, see what we've got going on. Maybe we can find something to do so we're a little less aimless. We've gotten pretty much everything I wanted to do, which was to forge this steel spear and get our vehicle in a presentable, state, which I believe we've done. I did want to replace the doors with opaque doors, which should be an easy fix, I think. No, that's right, because it makes driving difficult. I just put a door in the back. Okay, that's fine. We will open the rear door so we can see out the back while we drive. Never mind, it will be blocked by the board behind us, so it won't make a difference. Let's go hang out with the NPCs. We should probably drink something and eat something before we go and put a little extra food in our car just so we have something with us in case of emergency. So let's grab some. Oh, do we have any MREs? We have no MREs. That can't be correct. I thought I picked some up somewhere. Okay, no MREs. That's pretty unusual. Let's look for cans. We'll take. Wow, we really don't have canned food, huh? You're telling me all I have is corn, is canned corn? That can't be right. I thought I had like a million cans of beans. Oh, I have mutant meat as well, which I said I was gonna cook and eat, which has way fewer calories than a regular chunk of meat. I didn't know that. Even cooked, this is not going to go up that much. Let's make some mutant meat just to get some meat in us. Normally, I would never eat this stuff. I don't think we've ever eaten it in a playthrough. But we would like some calories, and we did kill a mutant animal, and people keep telling me, you should eat it. You can eat so many calories a day, and it's perfectly fine. I know, I just don't like doing it because it's like eating a tumor, which I would never do to myself unless I was like dying of hunger. We'll go ahead and eat some mutant meat. I bet that made us upset. Yeah, didn't like eating tumors. Who could have conceived such a thing? Let's make some boiled noodles. Just use up the raw macaroni, I guess. Boiled noodles. Eat the boiled noodles. And we'll have something to drink. Water. We don't have any clean water. Let's make some clean water. Clean water times 15. And we'll take the whole jug with us when we go. Oh, what's going on with the unicorn? Well, I played some AI Dungeon. That was cool. You should check that out. By the time this video goes up, there should be 2 videos on the channel, if not more. You were supposed to pick up the clean water. Pick up the clean water. Drink the clean water. And my goal is to play more of it. And the first 2 episodes were proof of concept, so hopefully people liked it. But if you didn't, I am planning to fix things about it to make it better in the future. I'm kind of waiting for payday, but I'm going to buy a subscription so that I can actually use the advanced AI, which I think will make the game a lot better. I'm planning to play more of it like Cataclysm, where I'm actually going to use a lot more descriptions from Cataclysm instead of just rolling with the story. But yeah, I'm planning to do some stuff with that, and I'm hoping that becomes a good series. The first episode went up already. It had over 300 views, which is pretty high for me. But mostly I don't think people will like it after a little while. I think it's one of those things that, is fun and interesting, but people don't really want to watch it every week or every day. So we'll see how much I play it. Currently, I'm behind in my Cataclysm schedule, so I'm trying to work these videos right now. And I'm waiting on payday for the subscription because money's a smidge tight. I just had a $300 car bill on Friday. So, and it's Monday now. So I'm a little tapped money-wise, and I really should not be spending $10 on a text adventure, you know. So there's that. But then, and here's the thing with money, I always get in my head, I'm like, okay, I can't afford to spend money on a video game. But then I'll go out and I'll buy like a coffee, and I'll be like, that was $3. That's like a third of what I was going to buy the game. Like if I just didn't drink, you know, coffee or tea or whatever for 2 days and I just drank water, I'd be able to pay for it out of that money, you know? So I don't know, money's weird. I feel like I'm forgetting stuff to bring with me, but I think we'll be fine going to the refugee center. There's really not much there that's gonna, as long as they don't start murdering me, I think we'll be perfectly fine. What is this in the road? Back it up. Back it up. What is this? What are you? I have no idea what that would be. Maybe an engine, maybe a fan, like a saw blade, fan blade, small electric motor. Okay. I don't know what they look like in real life, really. I mean, I do, but I don't know. I would have never guessed that was an electric motor. That's fine. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, money's always weird like that. Like, I think, like I'll see a bundle on Fanatical or Humble Bundle, and it'll be like $6.99, and I'll think, oh, I really can't afford to spend money on a game. But then I'll turn around, go to the dollar store, and buy, you know, a bunch of tea or whatever, and it'll be like $14, and I'll be like, oh, if I just, you know, waited a couple of days, you know, or drank a little bit less or whatever, I could have easily afforded this. So I don't know. I don't often think about those things. Well, I mean, I do think about those things, but it doesn't prevent me from, you know, scrimping and trying to save. $300 car bill. I just put two tires on the car. I had a tire that was leaking, which was becoming worse. It was getting flatter and flatter much faster. So I figured it was time to get it fixed. They didn't think they'd be able to fix it. I guess it wasn't something they could plug, so I needed a new tire, but you don't put one new tire on when you've got 3 other old tires. So we got 2 tires, and between that and the labor, you know, all that stuff, it was like, well, $300. It was like 304 or something like that. My tires are very expensive, despite the fact that, you know, it's a common car with common sized tires and all that. So okay, so here we are at the lumber mill. There is a zombie here. Why don't we step out and kill it? Stop driving. We see something to the north as well. Oh, there are many zombies. I thought I went in the lumber mill and there wasn't really anything there. Why are there zombies here? I thought we looted this. Did I not fully go inside? I may only have looted the southern building here. Which, even that looks looted because there's smashed up stuff. Whatever, let's kill the zombies. They are no match for our fancy new spear. And they are resurrected. I may have failed to pulp some corpses. That may be why. Yeah, we may have forgotten to pulp corpses. That may be why there are monsters here. Alright. I'm getting horde music. Why? 3, 4 zombies. 5 zombies. 6 zombies. Huh. I did not notice you all. Okay, I'm not particularly concerned. We will lead them to the vehicle in case we need to dart inside to break up their... Good God. Okay. It's going to not be a fun fight, but we should be okay. Try to get them stuck a little bit on the corner of the vehicle. They can smash all they want. I would prefer they not go inside, but we don't really have any control over that. Man, we're one-shotting them, which is super nice. Okay, please stop. Stop with the smashing. Come out here. Okay. I'm wondering if they don't have max HP because they are resurrected. Because they're all getting one shot, which is pretty unusual. And none of them have stuff on them. So make sure we get our stand back. We'll head over there. We'll check. Oh, you know what it was? It was the corpses. It was the body drops. Those were the human bodies that got resurrected. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, let's grab this stuff. There's a suppressor. Sure, sure. Meth. Sure. Anyway, let's not talk about money. Let's get a random question, in fact. Scroll, scroll, scroll. What animal or plant do you think should be renamed? Like, what kind of question is this? We go over this all the time, where I say the same things over and over. Man, that Tech 9 has no bullets in it. That sucks. I was really hoping we'd get some 9mm out of it. Alrighty, well, it happens, I guess. Okay, yeah, what a bummer that is. These questions, I mean, I keep saying it, but like, these were supposed to be topics that you would bring up to a stranger so you would have something to talk about. Who walks up to a stranger and says, what was the question? What animal or plant do you think should be renamed? Who says that? Who walks up to a stranger? You're just having drinks at a party. There's a pretty girl standing in the corner. You go over, you work up the nerve to talk to her, and you're like, oh, hey, what animal or plant do you think should be renamed? And she would look at you and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I have to go find my friend. And then she would leave. And that would be the end of your interaction with this person, because you're a socially awkward individual who doesn't know how to speak to other human beings. That's my take. What animal should be renamed? I don't know. I don't, like, I legit don't know, because it's just a stupid question. All right, let's pick a different one. Click. What word is a lot of fun to say? Okay. Alrighty. I don't know if we ever looted these bodies. We're just going to ignore them. We're going to go to the refugee center. What word is fun to say? Indubitably. It's fun to say. These are dumbass questions. I don't know. Apparently driving is something that can give you weariness. We're lightly weary. Probably from the fighting, actually. You know, we should have eaten more before we left as well. We need to be focused on getting more calories. How are we doing gas-wise? Someone did comment, by the way, and tell me that my alternator's messed up and is damaged. That's why our batteries are charging so slowly. So on the way back, we'll stop and see if we can get an alternator off of one of those vehicles, preferably a truck alternator. And that should help speed up the rate at which we charge batteries. And this thing is way out here, huh? I like saying indubitably. I don't know. Nothing else comes to mind because this is a stupid question. What actors or actresses can't play a different character because they played their most famous character too well? That's a better question. So who gets typecast, basically? Who always plays the same character? Brad Pitt in a lot of movies. I think that he has a lot of range, but I think more and more lately he seems to be playing... I mean, historically, he plays a lot of the same... Tom Cruise as well is always like a vaguely action-focused... Like, I don't know if... But that's not the same character. Who always plays the same character? People do get typecast. I'm just trying to think of a good example. Man, and I think about this sometimes, and I have these people in mind, but now I can't think of any of them. Who gets typecast? Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson does. Liam Neeson is always the exact same character. If you take any one of Liam Neeson's last like 10 movies, I would bet money that 90% of them are the guy from Taken, basically, whose character name eludes me. I can't remember. Yusuke Taylor. He's a beggar. Hello, Yusuke. Yusuke was the main character in... I'm assuming that's how you say that. I don't know. Was the main character in Yu Yu Hakusho, which is one of my favorite animes from when I was a teenager. Dude, you're covered in fur. I have to ask about fur. It's gross, isn't it? Feels like pubes. Okay. You're a pleasant guy, Yusuke. I'm going to keep calling him Yusuke. I don't know if that's how you say it. I just started growing it everywhere a little while after the Cataclysm. No idea what caused it. Can't blame them for hating it. I hate it. So, presumably took a little bit of mutagen and has been gradually growing a lot of hair. Or maybe he's just having a weird reaction to an apocalypse to where his body is growing a lot of hair. Would you like something? I don't have food on me. Why live out here? Well, it's safer than making my own home. I head out and forage when I have to, as long as we keep it clean and do our part when the zombies come. They let us squat here as extra defense. They don't like that I've been bringing food for the other squatters, though. I think they're trying to slowly starve us out. And even though I can't keep everyone's bellies full, I've been able to bring back enough to keep these folks in better shape. I suspect they'll find an excuse to kick me out eventually. Okay. What did you do before the apocalypse? Nothing too exciting. I was in trade college learning to be a computer technician. Those skills aren't too helpful, but when I was a kid, I was an Eagle Scout. I learned all kinds of useful stuff about plants and foraging, and that comes in pretty handy. Okay. Well, what about your family? I don't want to think about it. I grew up in Rhode Island. They're still there. I haven't heard from them since the insanity with the governor and that secession stuff. All communication lines closed. Haven't met anyone who knows what happened to the people there, but I don't have much hope. So if you don't know the lore of Cataclysm, I believe that Rhode Island, shortly before the end of the world, tried to secede from the United States. I think, don't quote me on that, I'm not someone who pays a lot of attention to lore, but I believe the governor of Rhode Island tried to secede, and that's what this guy's talking about here. Okay, well, why don't you go back home? Same reason I'm stuck here. It's too dangerous. Almost 100 miles, zombie-infested territory, going on foot. Trying to get to the shoreline, no thank you. And then how would I get back from the shore to Block Island? Okay, my family moved out there when Dad retired. I get the impression the ferry probably isn't running anymore. Even if I got there, I don't know what I'd find, and I think maybe that scares me the most. We can ask him about Rhode Island. Yeah, he might tell us something. You don't know the governor went nuts like a lot of people did leading up to the end. Yeah, that's connected to what is causing the cataclysm. It makes people go crazy. Only he had a lot more power to work with. One day he just showed up to work with a militia of rowdies and loyalists, staged a coup, taking over the government completely, killing those that opposed him, and moving as many people as he could get behind him onto the islands. The rumors I've heard is that most of them have survived the cataclysm and are still running the show there, but that seems impossible. Do you think you'd go back and look for your family? No, it's the same dialogue. Okay, well, I better go. Well, that's interesting, but that's not a quest. Why is that guy green? Why are you green? Oh, that's Dino Dave, of course. Of course. Why aren't you guys out here? I thought you guys sit out on this side. Does this vending machine work, by the way? It's empty. Of course it is. What are you? Who are you? Dale Maloney, doctor. Can I talk to you? Reinforced class. Can I yell through the glass? Talk to Dale Maloney? Hello. Who are you? I'm a doctor, one of the several at the outpost. We were the lucky ones, came here right when things went wrong, and never left. Okay, well, what are you doing right now? The old guard, that's what's left of the feds, set me up here to screen new arrivals for infection. Can't be too paranoid these days. Sad to have to turn people away, but I like the assignment for the chance to get news of the outside world. Well, what kind of news are you looking for? Unusual, living dead, or new mutations. The more we know about what's happening, the closer we can get to a treatment and maybe even a cure. It's a long shot, but you have hope to survive. No, we're done. Humanity is over. Good luck with that. Can I trade with you? We can't. There's nothing we can spare to sell. I have no budget to buy from you. I don't suppose you want to donate. I don't even... There's not even an option to donate. It's just no, basically. Okay, can I help you with anything? I have a job for you. Yes, tell me about it. We don't have the equipment for real analysis here, so it'll have to be done in the field. Take a sample, fresh sampled zombie blood, take it to a hospital, and perform a centrifuge analysis? No, we're not doing that. I mean, I'll say I'll do it so we can get the quest. But I'm not going to do that for a few reasons. So one, I don't know how to get zombie blood. I assume we just use the blood draw kit on it. It should be very easy. The difficult part is going to the hospital and dealing with the centrifuge. It looks like it did put a map. It did put it on my map. Where is this hospital that he's directing me to? Way too far away. I'm not going over there. Okay, so the issue with hospitals, if you've never been to a hospital in Cataclysm, they are literally packed to the gills with undead. They are shoulder to shoulder in the building. Most of the time when you go to the hospital. Now, this is, by the way, this is the old hospital. There was recently an addition that adds a different layout to the hospital that's much more realistic and is better. However, the hospital is... There's too much monster density. So by the time you even get inside... Okay, so there's like hundreds of zombies here. Like hundreds. If you want to kill them, the easiest way is just to drive back and forth and hit them all with your car as they come out of the building. But even if you do that, they smash up everything inside, just like we see when we play the mall start or really any big building that has a lot of zombies. So usually, if you're going in for an auto dock or whatever, it's destroyed by the time you even get close to it. So even if this quest is pointing us to this hospital to get some lab analysis crap done, I would imagine the zombies are just going to smash that furniture. And then you add to that it's like hundreds of tiles away. It's so far. I'm not going over there. That's too much. I'm not doing that. We'll keep the quest, though, in case we ever do get down that way. Maybe we can do it. But I don't think we're going to be doing that quest. That's just too far away. So who are you? Who are you? You're a merchant. Will you sell things to me? Talk to merchant. Welcome. Well, hello. I heard this place was a refugee center. Well, before you say anything, we're full. We don't have the space nor the food to take in more refugees. We do desperately need supplies and are willing to trade what we can for it. Pay top dollar for jerky if you have any. Just talk to the broker in the back. Okay. Have you heard anything about the outside world? Can't say we've heard much. Most of these shelters seem to have been designed to make people feel safer, but not actually aid in their survival. Our radio equipment is utter garbage that someone convinced the government to buy with no intention of it ever being used. From the passing scavengers, I've heard nothing but prime looting spots and rumors of hordes. That's actually very common in these sort of situations. People will convince the establishment to buy basically their product, even though their product is shoddy, expecting that people would never use it. We hear this stuff all the time, every time there's an emergency situation or temporary evacuation and supplies distributed. You hear it all the time that the things that were distributed don't work the way they're advertised, or something that was supposed to be nutritionally dense is actually not as nutritionally dense as they said they were. Things like that. So that's pretty common. What's with these beggars? They're folks that wanted to come down to our shelter but were too full and have neither space nor supplies to share. Most like them have turned and gone seeking their own place, but these ones didn't. We've been trying to find them a safe place, but there's a shortage of safety going around. Until then, we're letting them crash here so long as they don't mess the place up. Okay. And that just ended our conversation. Don't you have more to talk about? Can I do anything? Let's trade. What was it you're saying before? Okay. Can I do anything for the shelter? I have a job for you. Sure, tell me about it. If you really want to lend a hand, we could use your help clearing out the dead in the back bay. Oh, we already did that. Didn't we do that? Fearful of going outside during the first days of the Cataclysm, we ended up throwing our dead and the zombies we managed to kill in the sealed back bay. Our promising leader at the time even fell. He turned into something different. Kill all of them and make sure they won't bother us again. We can't pay much except for our internal money, which isn't good for that much yet, but it would help us reclaim the bay. We can do that. I think we already did. Please be careful. We don't need any more deaths. Oh, I'm the most careful. It did give us a quest. We opened this up when we first arrived here, and the NPCs killed the zombies. So I don't know if this quest will have respawned them, or how that works. Are we fighting? There's a shocker zombie north. Oh, well, they have guns. I'm not really concerned about them. Where's there a shocker zombie? What are you guys talking about? I don't understand. Clear the back bay. Okay. Oh, it's marked up front now? Did something escape us and go up front? I don't understand. Let's head up front. They're all moving around, which I also find a bit strange. There's nothing here. Fiddlesticks. Coming through. You feel your legs getting warm. Where's this quest? Distance to 0 tiles. Did I complete the quest? Maybe it's already completed? Chat. The merchant? I killed it. Oh. It's done. I didn't do anything, but sure. We get 25 merch. Maybe you can teach me something as payment? I don't know what that does. That's cool, though. You're getting some value in the center as a trade item. I'm afraid they're all we can spare. Maybe you can teach me something. Oh, okay. It costs me money, which is weird, but all right. I wouldn't hate learning a little bit of lockpicking. We could do that. Bartering, lockpicking, computers, or social. Probably lockpicking. All right, let's begin. Sure. Get some training in lockpicking. How much? How much training in lockpicking? I don't know how to use that UI. I've never used that before. Where's lockpicking? It's not lockpicking, it's devices. Oh, it's level 2. Why did it say level 0? I think that might be a bug. It might be training lockpicking, which no longer exists, because it was displayed as 0%, right? And we're level 2 devices, which is what lockpicking is now. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's trade. Oh, it's such a weird... Okay, I don't interact with NPCs. This guy has 223, which I want 100% right now. Let's buy all of his 223. How do I use this menu? A. Buy all of them. We owe him $10. Well, thankfully you gave me some cash. UVW. Okay. Anything else you got? Acetylene torch would be nice. Circ saws, eh. Cordless drill would be nice, just to get the extra medium battery. How much is a cordless drill? $4.50, not a big deal. Compression shorts, duffel bag. No. Is there more? How do I scroll down? He has hub coins, which is weird, but okay. Book of Morbin, no. Scraps. His sappy vest is very expensive. No thank you. Too expensive. Alright, well, I will take your cordless drills. Actually, we'll take a cordless drill and a circ saw. That way we get 2 tools, and we get 2 extra medium batteries, which is well worth the money, considering how cheap it is. So we'll give him more of the hub money, or the refugee center money. Anything else I want? That toolbox is looking mighty promising, but I don't have enough cash for it. And I didn't bring stuff with me to sell. We'll take this for now. Let me get going. Let me check my vehicle. We might have something to trade that we could scrounge up $60 for the toolbox. Would be nice to have a toolbox. All I have is food. And some meth. How much is meth worth? 100 for $50? Absolutely. Give me the meth. We'll go in and get ourselves a toolbox. I never use the drugs in the game anyway. Talk to the merchant. And we will go to trade. We will give him low-grade methamphetamine. Why? Why is it 60 cents? Why? It says right... Get out of here. Go away. It says right here... It's worth $50 in barter value. But it's only selling for 60 cents. I mean, You might tell me that it's because of my barter skill being terrible, but that's like 1/100th of the value, and that seems incorrect. So, what is the point of the barter value if it doesn't, if that's not actually what it's worth? What is the point of this number? Okay. Maybe I'm misunderstanding something. Let's try talking to him again. Merchant, let's trade, and let's try selling him one. Sell him 100. Oh, I see. So it's per charge. Okay, so it's 60 cents per charge. That makes sense. Okay. Well, good. Sell those, and that should be enough for a toolbox. Oh, except your inventory changed. Ah. Oh, okay. The inventory changed for no reason. Okay. They still have a toolbox, though, so we'll buy a toolbox. Does it even have stuff in it? I hate NPCs, man. I don't like interacting with them at all. Everything is just kind of confusing. Toolbox. Cutting, reaming, screwdriving, fine screwdriving, and clamping. That's not even that good of a toolbox. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because it just sold us basically the pin reamer and the clamp and the screwdriver set, basically, and a box cutter. I'm assuming that's what's in the toolbox. And a circ saw. No. Yeah, that is what's in the toolbox. Okay. Alright. Well, okay. Man, I hate NPCs. I feel like we just wasted a whole episode talking to people that I don't care about at all. But I'm sure there were people who wanted me to come back here and talk to people. We will, in the next episode, probably continue interacting with the NPCs here. Personally, feels like a waste of time to me, but, you know, I can only have people ask me to deal with NPCs so much before I actually give it a shot. So I think we're going to call the episode here. Sorry it wasn't a better episode. If you're like me, you probably hated this episode. Hated this one. Sorry, my throat is bothering me as well. Everybody, thank you for watching. Hopefully you had a good time. I'll be back with more Cataclysm in the near future, but for now, that's it. I'll see you in the next episode.